Hi Debbie.
Hiya.
Hi Roy.
Hiya.
My name's Carl Nagaitis. I'm an ex-journalist and I've been asked to look at the incredible experience that you guys have had that people around the world are interested in. Debbie, you and Roy, you're a mother of four. You
Yeah.
and Roy live in Royton?
No, Haywood.
Haywood.
Yes.
Haywood. And 10 years ago, just over 10 years ago, you got some terrible news from your doctors, didn't you?
Yeah,
You were diagnosed with
a brain tumour.
a brain tumour. How did you feel at the time, Roy, when you heard that your wife, mother of your children, had such a serious condition?
Gobsmacked, basically. Your world just crashes down around you.
Absolutely.
You think it's not happening. It's like it becomes surreal.
Yeah.
It becomes like a dream,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you're stepping into a dream.
Absolutely. More like a nightmare, I suppose, in
Yeah.
some respects. But Debbie, you actually continued to sort of get on with life as best you could, supported by Roy and your children.
Yeah.
And you went through radiotherapy, chemotherapy over the years to keep the cancer under control. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you feel in those days? How did you feel that life was a constant battle?
Well, you just have to get on with it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you'll just go down in the dumps.
Absolutely go downhill. And then, of course, just under 2 years ago, when you went for a regular checkup, you got that shock news that the cancer
They come back.
had come back.
Yeah.
It was growing. It was active. It was more of a threat than ever.
Yeah, it
And-
was at stage 4.
Stage 4.
Yeah.
So this was a situation where the doctors had to do something,
Yes.
and that was going to be
Yeah,
major
you're
surgery.
stepping into a nightmare, aren't you? Then? You know what I mean? Because stage 4, it's worse. It's one of the worst ones you can get.
Mhm.
So, you're stepping in. You kind of blank all your feelings off. You know what I mean? Everything shuts down, and you just basically just live for the moment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And take it as it comes,
Yeah.
and you kind of block it out pain.
Yeah. And when the news, when you took in the news that the tumour was at stage 4, the only option was surgery, how did that leave you?
Petrified.
Petrified.
Yeah.
Anyway, you went into you went into hospital.
Yeah.
You went through that very major operation for the removal of the tumour.
Yeah.
The operation was successful.
Yeah. It was successful, but
They told us they took it all, but we found out they hadn't. They told
debulking, innit?
yeah, they call it debulking, because what they do is they take some of it away, because they can't get rid of all of it simply because of what it is.
Because it would cause damage to the area where it's situated.
Yes.
Yeah. But you came through that massive surgery, and you, when you came to, and realised that you'd been through the operation, you were in for another shot, weren't you?
Yeah.
You were paralysed down one side.
Yeah. My left leg.
They told us that could happen, though.
They'd warned you in advance.
Yeah, they warned us in advance,
Yeah.
and as it were, it happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So again, and as if you'd not had enough of a blow with the news, as if you'd not had the trauma of going through a major operation, you are now being told that this paralysis of your left side, your left leg,
Yeah.
that was going to be a permanent handicap for you.
Yeah, but the arm, my left arm, started moving.
Really? Yeah.
So I was lucky.
You were unlucky.
No, I was lucky.
You were lucky with that.
So we look at the arm moved,
Yeah,
the leg was
yeah.
permanently
But they did-
shut
they-
down.
But the doctors couldn't offer you any treatment, any help with the leg.
No,
No.
it was just one of them things.
Yeah. This was a blow to you, though, Roy, wasn't it? In particular.
Yeah. Obviously, there's nothing worse than seeing your missus not being able to walk around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you start pushing around in a wheelchair and stuff like that, and you realise everything's going to change.
Yeah. And this is where your story takes, well, from an observer's point of view, an intriguing twist, because this is where fact becomes stranger than fiction, because you had a bit of a brainwave in those early days post-operation, didn't you, Roy? You had a flashback to a book that you
Yeah,
had read.
it was a book called Key to Gabriel. I'm not big before we go any further on all this healing stuff. So I kind of, you're basically grasping at straws, and you're looking for answers, and you want obviously your wife to get better, but obviously they've told you that's it. So I wanted anything, somebody to do something basically.
Yeah.
And I went in W.H. Smith's and all these bookshops that you go in, and something told me inside that the book you're looking for is not here. And I'm ready for giving up, basically, and I went into my local library, and there's this book sitting there, and by the way, I don't win libraries, and, I probably owe them a lot of money, and I went in, and there's this book, Keith Gabriel. So
well, the Key to Gabriel, of course, is a book by Coby Zvikler, and unknown to you, I think your only knowledge of Coby was through a brief look at that book some years ago. But Coby Zvikler is a Manchester-based healing researcher, and it was it the
I didn't even read all the book.
You didn't read all the book, but you will have read some of the strange cases that he dealt with, and something was telling you.
Somebody told me inside
that he could help Debbie.
This is right.
Yeah.
This is the way, and it's all about healing yourself, and and something was telling me about that's the way to go.
Yeah.
And I kind of went on a mission. Then
to hunt him down. Yeah. And it took you a little bit of time, that, didn't it? But amazingly,
pestering him.
Amazingly though, you were hunting him down. You didn't realise that the author of that book was only a few miles away from.
No, I didn't.
From where you lived.
No.
You must have been astonished when you found out that he was almost a neighbour.
Yeah, I was. I mean, that is coincidence, isn't it? You know what I mean?
What did you want Coby to do for Debbie?
That's a good question. Well, you want a miracle, don't you? That's the truth. But I knew I wasn't expecting too much there. But I basically, when I seen Coby the first time, I basically said to him, "Look, I'm not expecting anything. If you can do something, something hams, If something doesn't ham, it doesn't ham. Just give it a go. I've got nothing to lose. Right.
So you made the trip eventually. After you made several phone calls to Coby and convinced him that.
Well,
that
he
this
said
was the
he'd
case.
do this basically.
Yeah.
He told me that he's into research and he didn't do all that. But I pestered him.
And he gave in.
Then I turned up.
So you turned up with Debbie. Debbie was in a wheelchair.
Yes.
You're at the Whitefield office of Coby.
Yeah.
And you wheel Debbie in there for a consultation.
And I was like everybody else, sceptical of what was going on.
Absolutely.
Looking around for props, looking around for devices that might, you know what I mean, like you do.
Having said that, there was Coby had never made any claims, had he?
No, but you see it on TV, don't you?
Yeah.
And I suppose in a way you kind of expect things like that.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. So at some point, Coby came in and introduced himself to you, and then started to look at Debbie. I mean, there you were, Debbie, in the wheelchair. This stranger, comes in. What were you thinking at the time?
Well, I was just thinking that I hope he could do something.
Hope he can do. Yeah. And what was his first? What did Coby do at first? Did he explain what he was going to do to you?
Yeah, but he's also explained that it might not work.
Sure. Yeah. Now, I believe he told you he was going to try to do some unblocking,
Yeah,
and he was using something for this unblocking.
a disc.
Now, I believe he has what's called an Empower disc.
Yeah,
And now this is programmed to link in
yeah,
with natural healing energies. Is that right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Your own body.
Yeah, yeah. To boost the body's ability to heal itself.
Yeah,
Right. So he obviously explained that to you. He produced the disc. Now he put the disc
on certain points.
on certain points on your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Did you feel anything at first?
Yeah,
You really immediately.
yeah.
And what
And
was
then further on, I had to repeat the words after Coby,
Mhm.
and then my body started going, and I couldn't believe it.
So
My
when you say
legs-
your legs were moving uncontrollably,
Yeah,
even the left leg, which had until then been paralysed.
yeah.
What did you think, Roy, when you saw this?
I even started laughing.
You were laughing.
Yeah, I was laughing because I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It blew me away. It
Yeah.
really did.
Yeah.
And I really mean that it did.
Yeah. Well, it would. So how long did these movements continue for? Can you remember how long they went on for?
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
I don't know the time,
Yeah.
but it were
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Right. And Coby told you this was a normal reaction to
Yeah.
Yeah,
the unblocking procedure. Yeah.
yeah.
And what about feeling in your leg? Did you regain any feeling from?
Oh, I could feel the leg.
You'd feel it anyway. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I just couldn't move it.
Yeah. But it was now moving on its own.
Yeah.
Amazing. So at what point did Coby suggest that you try to stand?
After the session.
No, I think. I'm trying to remember it. I think he actually turned around and said, "Do you want to try and stand?"
Right. He asked you. Yeah. Yeah.
And he stood up.
You just yeah.
Yeah.
I've not even seen the tape, but the tape is genuine, 100%
Right. Yeah.
genuine.
Yeah. But you suddenly felt able to
Yeah.
stand unaided. Or
Yeah.
were you helping? Were you
Yeah.
holding?
I
It's
was
holding.
standing at the side of her just
Yeah.
in case she
Yeah.
fell over.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she was taking, obviously the steps that she was taking was small steps.
Right.
But yeah, she walked from that room to the toilet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So effectively that episode changed your life.
Yeah. After that,
But she's gone
Got
from strength to strength
strength.
now, haven't you?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
As I don't know if you know this, but she walked in here.
Mhm. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's absolutely brilliant.
No wheelchair.
No wheelchair. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I guess also recalling that incident. How long ago was it now that when you were? With
I
Coby?
first went to see Coby, I think it was in February. Wasn't it? End of February?
yeah, I think so.
After I'd lost all hope, basically, because she was released from hospital with no package put in place.
Mm.
And physios basically give up on her.
Mm.
After me doing a lot of arguing, they started to do something, but
So traditional medicine basically had said that's all we can do. There's no more.
I think they give up on the fact that she might be able to never be able to walk
Yes,
again,
yeah.
and it was that point when I started to hunt Coby down.
Now 10 months later or thereabouts, your outlook must have changed completely, because here's Debbie sitting by your side, and as you
Yes.
quite rightly said, she's walked into this room this evening, and she's now mobile.
She's coming back to herself again.
and coming back to herself.
Yeah,
That must be an amazing feeling.
it is.
And also, I believe that your sort of bright outlook's got a bit of a boost recently as well, because you went for a checkup to the hospital recently, didn't you?
Yes, that's right.
And they told you that things were looking good.
This turned around and said to me, like, it might not work. They give me 5 years. And then I went for a checkup, and the scan come back clear.
Right.
So basically counselling and monitoring it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
But it's looking positive.
Yeah.
But I also hold the disc at night in my right hand and tell myself to get rid of the bad cells and replace them with good.
So absolutely. So you're calling on those energies,
Yeah.
to protect you.
She never takes it off, even if bath she wears it.
Mm.
Yeah. Absolutely fantastic.
And the
Good
last
on
scan,
you.
Yeah.
the last scan I had was all clear.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. And I believe that you had a conversation with some Macmillan nurses who do a fabulous job for people who are battling cancer, but they were intrigued by your improvement, weren't they?
Yeah. They were.
They want to know more about Mr. Zvikler.
Need my work do.
Even your work do. That's wonderful. That's fantastic. Well, Debbie, congratulations.
Thank you.
Fingers crossed. Let's hope the news continues to be good.
Yes,
And
thank you.
thank you very much indeed for
No problem.
for bringing it down, Molly. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.
Really going fast. Yeah, wow. Fantastic, yeah. Wow, that was a good idea. Wow, you walking. Yeah. So what can you feel? We're very interested to know what you're feeling right now.
Pulling.
Pulling. Now, we were saying before. Now, would have been any possible chance that you could have lifted any of those legs up like that ever? Right. So how far could you normally lifted it? Like a few inches or something? Right.
If I showed this at physios,
Yeah, well, I'll email it to you. I can send it to your phone.
Yeah.
Well, no, you can show it to the physios. You
I
just
will.
activate it in front of them. Just show it in front of them. Just say, "You watch this, man."
Sorry.
Just activate it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to go.
You have to activate it the normal way though. You can't say go or whatever.
That is amazing.
Both legs are off the ground now.
I won't have to do any exercises with you tonight, Debbie.
No, this is do all the this is you doing your